Where's a glance?
Take a moment, people. I don't want to be here. I feel like I can't feel my fingers.
We're here for you, darling. And if anyone is mean to you, I'll set them aflame.
Fine. Let's go. Let's go. I feel like I can't swallow. Is that weird?
Looks like this place hasn't seen any residents in a long time. A bloodless one.
What is that? Let me see. I remember this. I think this belonged to... Everything Yonku said was true. All of it. These bones are hers. My mother. I can't. Difficult. This is blessed impossible.
The bones here, they're too new to be godless. Oh, dearie, I'm so sorry.
I don't think I can handle this right now. I need to go back.
Take your time, dearie. We're with you.
I know. If we two may, let's just keep looking around. These bowls used to contain a poison. Larbarian Ishan root, maybe.
The garden is close. Oh, let's hurry up.
Put them down, please. Please. He speaks of song. No. Don't fool me. Don't lie. That can't be Marius. It can't.
Marius? Do you know the poor man?
Yonku. Viate. Is that you? What happened? How could this...
That. Yes, that. The land has come to take me, Marius. No. I search for meaning, but find only words.
This is Yonku. My best friend since... as far as I can remember. When did this... I should have never left you, Viate. I couldn't have known.
Patrol. Yes, on patrol. When the dream touched me, I was away and alone. Yes? Not your fault. Not yours.
I still shouldn't have left. We could have been here, together.
We met here, Marius and me. We played here. I was older, but still a child.
That doesn't... I barely remember this place.
Your forgetting is for the best, Viate. I suffered remembering the whole time. Yes, yes, graves. A circle of death and graves for the elders. The last places of rest. Families followed Razvan, trusted his words. He would lead them to a better life. Trusted Razvan to make them something more.
Wait. No, I remember something. Chanting. I was so scared.
Razvan circled the parents around, said he would help their voices reach the stars. They took bowls full of... night. No. Death. He said to drink it while Razvan said the words.
I don't want to know what you're about to say.
Yes. Yes. Gods, am I speaking clear? At long last. I saw all the parents fall over. I knew he would come for me. I ran. I saw young Marius, too small to understand. Razvan called out for us, his voice raised to the sky.
That's when you took me to Solace. You saved my life.
A new home, yes, I brought you there and they gathered you. Marius always survived, kept me alive sometimes, never said to stop, never gave up.
I always thought you were a fool when we were younger. So impulsive. Now I know. You thought you'd already cheated death.
The parents in Solace said it was better to forget. Made me swear not to tell. You were happy. Never wanted to upset you. At first, yes. Later, it would have been harder not to forget.
Makes sense. No wonder it felt like everyone knew something I didn't, because they did.
But I can't focus. Can't remember. Razvan is near, making everything harder.
God, he might still be alive. That's it. We have to leave. If he's out there, we have to run.
30, yes. But we survived, so I couldn't he. Found the key to Razvan's home. Search there if you want. I will only forget. Signs of life in this place. Small but true. Someone is here, and not just me.
I am so sorry this happened to you, Viate. If I could trade places with you.
No, Viate. You have saved me many times over. This I wouldn't wish on you ever.
Well, I guess we'll be going now, yeah? We have to keep digging into this particular emotional scar.
I almost pity him. See you soon, Viate.
I knew someone was out there. He killed everyone. He wanted to kill me.
But he didn't. Remember that, Marius. Remember that you're safe.
Years of worrying myself sick. He's out there, Envoy. This Korba is still out there. I think I know the contact Razvan used to seal the door. It's a poem my mother told me when I was a child. She said those words would always open doors. I never knew what she meant. If we're gonna go after Razvan, we better get to it. Before I pass out where I stand.
That must be the door. Here we go.
We'll seek! Nice one!
You're too late!
Nice work. Sing free, our voices lifted high, our spirits laughing in the sky. Hope that did something.
Someone's living here.
I'm sure of it. Well, maybe it's not him.
We should be so lucky, darling.
Don't know if I'd rather see Razvan alive or dead. If he's dead, I can't hurt anyone else. Caution, Envoy. I see something moving in there.
Party in the brush! First supply!
Here we go! That's all of them.
Things all the time. Please just let me work. Let me work.
he even know we're here?
New voices. Flesh or spirit, I should ask. The others say you're flesh, but the others are known to lie. Dream thrall. What a wonderful word for those souls you slaughtered to get here. They speak with more clarity now. I have long heard the voices of ascended beings. Beings beyond pain or hunger or death.
Oh, if he's a watcher, that would explain much. Not everything, but much.
I sought to raise the voices of my flock, to raise them to become as the voices that sang to me were. The chorus of voices that surrounded me told me lies among their truths. On that day, I sought song but only heard screams.
Duke de Dragu, Korba, you killed everyone!
I know this voice. Older now, perhaps. One of the missing ones. You have your father's tone, your mother's diction. No, the dead cannot sing. It's impossible. If that were true, then my people were to become ascended beings, like those who spoke to me before. Voices ephemeral, wise, and never afraid. Instead, their voices became screams. From the next life, they curse me. Call me killer. Call me death.
Oh no. Was there not an animancer amongst his victims to tell him that he's a watcher?
I don't care. This Korba killed my family.
But I have since found a new choir full of life and set loose from the shackles of will and doubt. My new choir resists that which they don't understand. They hear songs of their own, but I will teach them to sing together. Perhaps one day you will join my choir as well, my little lost one. I will lead you to sing for the gods themselves.
I have run from you my whole life. And you're just a madman in a cave, talking to dream thralls.
You ran because you were afraid. Now you come back to me. My lost lamb. My tiny little bell.
You murdered a village to satisfy your sick vision of ascension. But really, you're just a lost soul down here grasping for meaning. I don't remember my parents. They obviously trusted you, but they didn't know you, did they? Not really.
They were shining souls. Their voices passionate. Their words sharp like the crack of a whip.
I see no reason to give this man a quick death. Let him rot down here, for all I care.
A prison of silence. A fate worse than death.
I am never alone. The voices caress me, fuel me, punish me. No matter what I do, I am never alone. No matter what I do, I am never alone.
I can't figure out how I feel now. I do think leaving him here to rot was the right decision. I don't think they wanted rest. I think they're happy haunting Razvan for what he did to them. I've spent my whole life afraid of something I couldn't remember. And now I've found that thing and overcome it. I need to think about all this. Maybe we should check on Iancu, see how he's feeling.
We spoke before, yes? Marius? We spoke before.
You should have seen it, Viate. The monster that haunted us all our lives, starving and babbling to himself.
It pleases me. I feel happy that our monster was just a shadow all along.
It's over, Viate. You can rest now. I promise.
Right, Viate. And so can you. Remember that. I will likely find it first. Marius has never sought peace.
Quiet, you Nimdude. I know how to seek peace if I want it.
Right, clearly. I leave you now, full of peace.
Will you be alright, Viate? What can I do to help?
Nothing more you have to do, Viate. Just keep living and try to laugh once in a while.
Right. I will miss you, Viate. I love you.
I feel so light. The circle is broken.
Well, seems there is more to our dwarven friend than we thought. Than even he thought. And to know that monster is still out there. That he could do that all over again. It's sickening. You're right. I'll pull him aside for a chat later. Either way, at least that part of Marius's life is done and dusted. The next time we find a cult like this, let's stop it before they get to the death part, shall we? Well, that's all I have to say on the matter, I suppose. Unless there's something else you wish to discuss? How can I help, darling? Tired already, envoy? You know, I don't think I've ever seen so many books in one place. And to think Elder Grigor was going to hide them away from everyone. I just wish I wasn't traveling with a woman who agreed with him. I suppose I can't argue with that. But, by that logic, Dolna had just as much right to those books. No matter. What's done is done. I had just hoped that Pargroon knowledge could help the Pargroonen. Well, that's all I have to say on the matter, I suppose. Unless there's something else you wish to discuss? How can I help, darling? Well, I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young? How do you think I got this scar on my shoulder? I could have sworn I told you this before.
That old chestnut gets more interesting every time she tells it.
No matter. To make a short story shorter, I decided to teach myself magic as a child and started with fire magic. I maimed my arm and nearly turned my home into ash. I wish that was the last time my home burned before my eyes, but your countrymen made a mess of that. Anyway, my parents were able to stop me before the home was completely lost. Small comfort to my parents, of course. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire, just flames crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night. I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth, and that hearth was in an old library. I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls. Ah, a woman after my own heart. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face. They do the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something. Just the noise. A low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core. And it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning on and on and on until you forget every other sound you've ever heard.
A beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur. How sibilant. No, just that it's all-encompassing. It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, Envoy. Don't let it inflate your ego too much. You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style. Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. But listening to your incantations, they could use some tightening up. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? Of course, darling. Easy as pie. What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear. Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use.
Solace has a few old-fashioned ideas about animancy, to put it lightly. Thank you for letting Petru go free. Animancy is not a crime, but many feel entitled to treat it as one. Did you now? Well, it seems I've made a good impression. Whether or not Petru is successful as an animancer, he has a right to learn the art. And it's good to know someone out there is defending his rights. Not before I've done some reading.
Envoy, I thought I'd feel different after dealing with Razvan. Somehow more at peace. There was this threat I didn't even know I was afraid of, and now it's gone. So why doesn't it all feel better now? I know, do you think it will ever heal completely? Good. Then all I have to do is wait. I've been dealing with this all my life. Someone starts acting strange, then clearly something terrible's about to happen. My people were in a cult. They believed what Razvan said. They died because he asked them to. But he wasn't behind every corner. He was stuck in a cave, babbling in mushrooms. Seems to be. Yes. I appreciate what you've done to help me. I won't forget it. Thank you for finding that amulet. It's such a small thing, but it helps. Just holding it brings back memories. Good ones. There was a sense of purpose, I think. They all left Solace for a reason. They trusted Razvan. People began to act strange. My parents weren't around as much. Everyone started paying all their attention to Razvan. We all know what happened next. It was Razvan. He built up their trust and betrayed it all at once. I just wanted to thank you, Envoy, that's all. Anyway. If I must.
After all this time, finally...
Who are you, Spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The Stilgaro. Our minds. Broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're... not real! You can't be. No! Go away, Spirit!
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
Go away! Oh, I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must. My soul is mine. Mine! It will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Woodiker, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, God, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me! I don't want to see it!
Oh no, the poor dear. I don't think he can be helped.
The ruiner, the rival, the seed of the poisonous tree. She said, she commanded me, the closer she draws us to the wood, the worse the visions become. Leaves and chains, roots and rot. When I close my eyes and when I wake, they never go away. Make them go away. The Queen receives petitioners from atop her burning throne. The Queen, she...
Has Kostya already spoken with her?
They're grubs in the dirt, wriggling things. Nothing to her but feed for the journey to the wood. None shall pass, she said. None but she and the Queen that was and always will be. Woedica, bind you, villain!
Get off!
Here we go.
Be ready. Lava can be really off-putting if you're not used to it.
Must maintain the perimeter.
Let's get him!
We've got company! Stop right there!
Come and get me.
Look out!
Take a moment, people.
wardens? Who did? The Steel Garrote didn't even bother hiding the bodies.
It's the angle! You're going to regret this!
Insist!
Well, that was fun.
What was that?
Down you! It's the end!
Make the Inquisitor proud!
Oh! Jump! Look to your left! Pierce you at the roots if you like. We'll feed you to the water. Please, help me! Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come. The Steel Garrote happened. They said they were on a mission from Edir, but then their minds turned. They whispered and begged, spoke of trees and shadows. Please, there is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
We better hurry if we want to help, darling. Keep quiet. How fantastically inconvenient. A cave-in. Watch your right!
The steel garrote left all this behind without packing up. They must have left in a hurry.
These are Pargrunen books. Just beautiful, and wasted on the steel garrote.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? No. Whatever else I think about Solace, it's still full of highly trained Pargrunen wardens sworn to die to protect it.
They must think that the keep hides away into the garden, for some reason.
I suppose it's possible the path to the garden is under the keep.
Someone had to tell them.
Doesn't matter. The steel garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Nothing will keep them safer than taking out the steel garrote.
Whether they realize it or not.
lions our ground.